Hello and welcome to our live news. I am Olugbenga George. The headlines. Details of U.S. Secretary of State Blinken's phone conversation with Tinubu emerge. Crisis rock House of Representatives over $15 million executive largesse. In foreign news, U.S. sources reveal Patriot missile system in Ukraine likely damaged. In sport, Sheikh Jassim submits first and final bid for Manchester United takeover. And in entertainment, Daddy Freeze under fire over poverty statement against Nigerians.
This is Alive TV.
And now the news in detail. Details of the telephone conversation between United States Secretary of State Anthony Blinken and President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu has emerged. Blinken phoned Tinubu on Tuesday after announcing the imposition of visa restrictions on specific individuals who undermined the democratic process during the 2023 elections. In a statement released by the spokesperson for the U.S. Department of State, Matthew Miller, Blinken told Tinubu that the Joe Biden administration is committed to strengthening ties with Nigeria. The U.S. Secretary stated that the U.S. Nigeria partnership is built on shared interest and strong people-to-people ties, and that those links should continue to strengthen under Tinubu's tenure. Miller added that Blinken and Tinubu discussed the importance of inclusive leadership that represents all Nigerians and reforms to support the economic growth of Nigeria. Crisis seemed to be brewing in the House of Representatives over the sharing of an alleged $15 million largesse from the executive arm of government. The Speaker, Femi Gbajabiamila, has been accused of sabotaging his colleague, lawmakers, in the distribution of the said $15 million largesse. It was learned that the alleged crisis was the reason Gbajabiamila postponed resumption of plenary, which was already slated for Tuesday. According to the sources in the House, the period of postponement was to be used to pacify the aggrieved members of the House over the unfair distribution of the money. It will be recalled that the House had in January authorized the President to borrow a fresh 1 trillion naira from the Central Bank of Nigeria to fund the 2022 supplementary budget. While the House approved the restructuring of the $1 trillion for the Ways and Means, the Ways and Means provision allows the government to borrow from the Apex Bank when in need of short-term or emergency finance to fund delayed government expected cash receipts of fiscal deficits. However, it was learned that after several negotiations with members of the concerned committees of the House and other critical stakeholders, Gbajabiamila secured the commitment of the House to pass the request on Thursday, 4th May. Meanwhile, the $15 million largesse was allegedly negotiated for by Gbajabiamila, but he apparently kept it away from his colleagues until last week when lawmakers got wind of the funds and accused him directly. The President-elect Bola Tinubu has stated that his administration will appreciate Nigerian women and give them the best representation. Tinubu, who was represented by the national women leader of the All Progressives Congress, Betta Edu, stated this on Tuesday in Abuja at a book presentation authored by Zainab Marwa. The former governor of Lagos State said Nigerian women are the missing piece in the puzzle that will fix the country and give it the needed speed. And now in foreign stories, a U.S.-made Patriot missile defense system being used by Ukraine likely suffered some damage from a Russian strike, two U.S. officials said on Tuesday, adding that it did not appear to have been destroyed. The Patriot system is one of an array of sophisticated air defense units supplied by the West to help Ukraine repel a Russian campaign of airstrikes that has targeted critical infrastructure, power facilities, and other sites. One U.S. official, speaking on condition of anonymity and citing initial information, said Washington and Kyiv were already talking about the best way to repair the system, and at this point, it did not appear the system would have to be removed from Ukraine. The official added that the United States would have a better understanding in the coming days and information could change over time. Still on the foreign scene, Tunisia police arrested two students over a satirical song criticizing the police, their lawyer said on Wednesday, reinforcing fears of an erosion of freedom of speech after President Kais Saied seized some powers 2 years ago. Yosef Chelby and Dia Nsir had posted a clip on TikTok and Facebook this week showing them laughing and singing a sarcastic song criticizing the police treatment of detainees and the drug law. The arrest of the two men drew concern from activists and bloggers who republished the song to show solidarity with them. Activists said that freedom has become besieged and that Tunisia has become a large prison. Said, who shut down parliament in 2021 and seized all powers, pledged to protect rights and freedoms and said he would not be a dictator. But his opponents, who described his moves as a coup, said that he had established one-man rule, imprisoned his opponents, and suppressed critical voices. And now in sports news, former heavyweight champion of the Ultimate Fighting Champion, Francis Ngannou, has joined the Professional Fighters League. Ngannou, a 36-year-old Cameroonian, left the UFC in January after the parties were unable to agree on a new deal. Since then, he has remained an unsigned free agent. The move is a significant win for the PFL because Ngannou is one of the top heavyweights in the world. Ngannou will compete in the PFL's brand new Super Fight pay-per-view category. Fighters in the Super Battle category compete in one-off events and receive 50% of the proceeds from their fights, in contrast to their typical seasonal arrangement. As part of the arrangement, Ngannou will also act as chairman of PFL Africa. Ngannou is scheduled to make his debut in mid-2014. An opponent has not yet been named. Still in sport news, Sheikh Jassim bin Ahmad Al Thani has increased his bid in an attempt to buy Manchester United ahead of this summer. Even though Manchester United's current owners, the Glazer family, are asking for £6 billion for United, Sheikh Jassim's renewed offer is believed to be close to £5 billion. The bid, which was his fourth and final attempt, was submitted to the organization in charge of the sale, the Rain Group, on Tuesday. The Qatari investor and Sir Jim Ratcliffe's Ineos Group are the two main businesses bidding to buy the Old Trafford club. Both teams delivered their third proposals on April 28, 2023 to Rain Group. Sheikh Jassim's fourth bid includes buying the entire club, paying off United's debt, and creating a special fund that will only be used for the benefit of the club and the community. Amounts owed by United as of March included gross debt, bank borrowings, past due transfer fees, and other obligations totaling £969.6 million. In November, the Glazer family revealed that they were exploring strategic alternatives and may sell Manchester United. The Glazer family has not responded since the previous bid deadline on April 28, but the Ineos team has grown more optimistic that its efforts to acquire United would be successful. Co-chairman Joel and Abraham Glazer may still have a big impact if Ratcliffe reduces the amount he wanted to purchase United from an initial 69% for the entire Glazer share to just over 50%. It is still unknown when the Glazer family will decide on United's future course, according to a BBC report. Finally, on the entertainment scene, controversial Nigerian media personality Ifedayo Larinde, better known as Daddy Freeze, has come under heavy criticism after he asserted that Nigerians with less than 500,000 naira in their account are living below poverty line. The media personality made this known in a recent video where he stressed that only those who live in villages will be comfortable with less than 500,000 naira in their account. He maintained that those in the cities will always have a low standard of living if they have less than 500,000 naira in their account. The statement did not, however, sit well with Nigerians on social media, who called the media personality out for putting so much pressure on young people with a statement like that. And that's our live news. Thanks for joining.